Hey guys, this is the War Against Narcissism, and in today's video I want to continue talking about narcissists and vampires and how they're comparable to each other, right? So the first way that they're comparable is that they're always hungry, much like vampires. No matter how much they feed off of people, no matter how much blood they drink, they're always seeking for more. And narcissists are very similar to that because no matter what they get from people within a relationship, eventually it's never enough. And not just within people but also in life, whether it be a new job, new assets, cars, houses, money, new relationships, whatever it might be. When it comes to narcissists, oftentimes they're seeking for things to complete them, to make them happy. But once they receive these things, there's no shelving to put these things on so that they can appreciate them. Meaning that as soon as they get it, they now seek something else to uphold this self-image, this self-esteem, or these positive feelings that they get from it. Because the narcissist is not able to create positive emotions for themselves, but they're also not able to sustain them, right? So they can only create positive emotions from either getting admiration from other people, getting love from other people, or by hurting other people and making them feel bad and then feeling good in comparison to them. But even when they do get these positive emotions from either admiration or from hurting people, they can't sustain it. So they're always looking for more, and that is very similar to vampire behavior or parasitic behavior, meaning that they need to feed off of people in order to sustain themselves. The other way that they're very much like vampires is that they're parasitic. Of course, they feed off of people, but once the host is depleted, they move on very quickly. And people, victims of narcissistic abuse, have reported it very often that as soon as the relationship was over, their narcissist was in a new relationship, or they were getting married within weeks, or the narcissist that they were with was not okay with having children, but within the next relationship they're having children very early on. It's just something that is very common for narcissists, to just move on from host to host as soon as the person is depleted. Much like a vampire, much like a parasite, they don't create bonds with people. The relationship is about nothing but how can you serve me, and once you can't serve me, then you're worthless to me, and I move on. And normal people, healthy people, might take some time to grieve after a relationship is over, and get back to normal and get back into their lifestyle. But the narcissist is not thinking about that, because the relationship is about sustenance. So once a relationship is over, they have to find somebody else to replace that depleted host, or that depleted person, in order to sustain themselves. So they move on very quickly, and often they will move on before the relationship is over, which is one of the reasons why narcissists often will cheat, or will monkey branch, which means that they will secure new relationships while still being in one, or they will recycle people, meaning that they will be with one person, and then when that person is depleted, go to the next, and then when a person is depleted, go to the next, and then when a person is depleted, go back to the first person that they were with, because that person had time to replenish and is now ready to offer more emotional reactions, emotional energy to the narcissist, right? That they can feed off of, and they will deplete people in circle and recycle them. Now, the last comparison to vampires that can be made with narcissists is in order to heal from the narcissist, it's really important to understand who your original narcissist is. Now, in the vampiric lore, if you have many vampires, killing the original vampire that has created these vampires is going to kill off any offspring they may have, right? Within relationships with narcissists, oftentimes what happens is, if you were in a relationship with them for a really long time, you were probably conditioned to normalize and rationalize narcissistic behavior within either, within your childhood, with your parents, or some kind of caretaker or somebody that was close to you. And once you can, reconcile that this person that was your caretaker was a toxic, abusive person, was a narcissistic person, it becomes really easy then to feel like it's not me, and oftentimes when you are in these relationships with narcissists that are abusive, because narcissists are abusive, by nature, but when you're in these relationships that are abusive, because you might have been conditioned to accept abuse, we often feel that it is either, subconsciously or consciously, you might feel that it is your fault, it's of your own doing, you deserve it, and you continue with these relationships, because you were conditioned as a young child, to feel that this is what a normal relationship is. And sometimes, some people have never had a normal relationship. Some people were raised by a narcissist and have been seeking narcissists in their lives forever, or have been stuck with narcissists in their lives forever, and don't understand that these people are unhealthy, and they're the ones causing trouble. And of course, a narcissist is never going to take accountability. That's just not going to happen. And if you were raised by a narcissist, if you had a narcissistic caretaker, and you are codependent, you are more inclined to take blame for things that are really not yours, right? And narcissists love that, and you're going to attract them. But once you can reconcile that the original narcissist in your life, whether it be your mother, your father, your grandparents, your sibling, some kind of caretaker in your life was a narcissist, and the issues are with that person and they weren't with you, it becomes really easy then, within your life, to sort of not take any crap from narcissists in the future, and externalize the abuse that you may receive from them, or externalize the critics that you might receive from them, or the behaviors that they may display, and see it as, this has to do with them, it has nothing to do with me, right? So hopefully I helped shed some light on the issue. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section below. Please like, follow, subscribe, and please share with your friends and community in order to raise narcissistic abuse awareness. This is the war against narcissism, guys. Salute.